of course, know that we're in California, in Pomona, but those people that are tuning in tonight all across the United States and even some international people. We had a person asking us about what time it would be in London for them to view this webcast, and so we had to figure out that it was 8 hours later. And we had a gentleman from Hawaii who was, we know, tuning in. Those are just the people that filled out a form on our website. So it's really exciting for us to welcome that audience, welcome you who are tuning in live to us on the web, along with the people that are here in the audience. This, of course, is an inaugural event for us because we have a fairly well-established music industry studies program here at Cal Poly, and we wanted to bring professionals into our midst and have them interact with you and learn from themselves, and that's what a university does, of course. And so one of the professors who is heading up our music industry studies program, Professor Dave Tuff, it's his first year here at Cal Poly, and he's doing a great job, put this event together. So I want to turn the mic on over to Dave and have him come out and take over.
Welcome, welcome, World Wide Web and everyone in the audience here. My name is Dave Tuff, like Professor Grasmick said. I've been here just a short while, but I've had a great time with the Music Industry Studies program here. And let me just tell you real quick about our program. We have about 65 students, and we're growing very rapidly. We have probably adding 10 to 15 new students every year. So it's a large program, and I think we're doing really good things out here in Pomona. A few things I wanted to mention, first of all, before we even get started with our panel, is I wanted to acknowledge Dr. Stan Gibb. Is Stan back there? Can't see. Dr. Stan Gibb, whose idea it was at first to start this program, to have feedback to our seniors, to even have a panel in the first place. So can we give a round of applause to Dr. Stan Gibb? Secondly, I wanted to mention another event that we're actually having outside, or I guess a contest it would be called. It's to promote Bobby Borg's new book, The Musician's Handbook, from Billboard, and Bobby has graciously donated 4 copies. And I just want to be sure everyone has registered for that drawing. Obviously, we have enough audience members that you guys would have a pretty good chance of maybe winning a book, The Musician's Handbook by Bobby. So go outside and register for that if you haven't done that, maybe when you're headed to the restroom or whatever. We're also doing a drawing for those of you that RSVP'd via the internet, and that'll be a mentorship session with Dino right there, and he's one of our producers, so look forward to that. You can meet with him, talk about whatever you're doing as well. Okay, so let's get this panel started. What is the title of this panel? It's New Directions in the Music Industry. How did we come up with that? What are we here for? What are we doing? Basically, I got together with the students and we brainstormed. We look at this huge panel. It's a large panel. It looks like a congressional hearing more than a panel, but we have a lot of experts here from different areas in the music industry. Usually you see panels that are more focused, but really what we wanted to concentrate on is we wanted to look at Cal Poly's strengths, which are technology, which are, music business, hands-on training, and we wanted to kind of parlay that into a music business panel. So we came upon the title, New Directions in the Music Industry, and I think that sums it up because when we look at the music business nowadays, we see that it's rapidly changing and it's going to be a whole different business in 5-10 years. So that's kind of what we're going to be discussing tonight. My students kind of got together and brainstormed with me, and we're going to figure out each area of this panel's expertise and how that applies to some of the new ways the music industry is headed. So with that said, I just want to briefly introduce our panel, and you guys will have to, reprimand me if I get this wrong. I just want to be sure I get everyone's name and your company. But Matt Forger, who's a Grammy Award-winning engineer, is that correct or close?
Thank you for bestowing that award on me, but I have not yet received it.
Okay. Well, Matt deserves a Grammy. Okay, Matt has worked with the likes of Michael Jackson. Most notably, he was the engineer on Thriller. He's also done a lot of other work since then. Now he's an independent producer, engineer, and he's doing a lot of incredible projects with some up-and-coming artists in Los Angeles. We have Jeff Weber here, who's another producer. This is kind of our producer pro audio side of things. Jeff's worked with artists from Etta James, B.B. King, Michael McDonald. I can't even name them. I think he said 145 this evening. So, And you are a Grammy Award winner, or can I say that? Okay, so Jeff is a Grammy Award winner. So, okay, Dino and Mataloni. Okay, I keep getting that wrong, but I just wanted to get the Italian right. So, Dino is an independent producer. He's the owner of M3 Studios. Is that okay? Okay, Dino M3 Studios. And what's your web address, Dino? For the
DinoM3.com.
Okay, DinoM3.com. It's pretty self-explanatory, which he actually has a few studios in this area. And you're based in Redondo Beach, is that correct? Okay. All right. Thanks for coming. Ivana Manley is here, and Ivana is the owner of Manley Labs, which you probably have all heard of. A huge pro audio company in the area, making fine pro audio gear. I own some myself. So, John Charlilo with Music History Live, and John was actually a former professor here at Cal Poly. He has experience as an educator and also as a mixer, engineer, kind of jack of all trades. You're doing some 5.1 mixing right now, correct? A musician too. So John's here. Bobby Borg, who's going to serve as the co-moderator with me tonight. Another kind of jack of all trades, artist, author, drummer. What else did I miss? Co-moderator. So Bobby's here tonight, and once again, we're giving away his book out front, so check that out. Okay, Shauna Hillary, which I just spoke with Shauna this evening, and she was where you guys were 5 years ago, and now she's has her own company and is doing really well, it sounds like. She's an attorney with the Artist Law Group, which is her own company, but formerly with Restless Records, head of Business and Legal Affairs with Restless Records before she went on to start her own company. So we'll be talking about that this evening. Michael Ames, who's with Penn Music. And Mike, how long have you had your company?
9 years.
9 years. And Penn Music, maybe you could tell us a little bit about it. You guys do a lot of placement, sync placement with film and TV, is that correct?
Yes, and then music publishing administration for collecting royalties worldwide, et cetera.
Cool. So we'll learn more about kind of what Mike does this evening. And also John Wooler. And John, actually, this is his first year teaching at Cal Poly. He was gracious enough to volunteer to be one of our adjunct faculty members, and I think the students are learning a lot this quarter. They'll probably attest to that later. John has a background with Virgin Records. When you started out, how many people were in the company with Virgin? 45. So he started way back in the day and was with Virgin for 18 years. Did a lot of things with Virgin, and he'll let you know about that. Right now he's producing some artists independently and also doing some consulting. So I hope I got everyone right there. It takes a big memory to take in 9 panelists. But just wanted to give you a brief background, especially those of you on the World Wide Web. And there's more information on the panelists in the actual program. So last but not least, I wanted to mention Kenny Andrews. And where's Kenny? Oh, there he is, with us tonight. And you see all these fine Sennheiser banners here. Kenny was the most gracious person to offer to sponsor this event. And I just want to thank Sennheiser for being here, being supportive of events like this. And hopefully we can work together in the future too, Kenny. Thank you. Round of applause. So I think with that said, we can get started with the questions, and I'm going to walk back to my seat here. There is also, in case you're interested in our music business program, there is also a video that's kind of looping out there in the lobby that you can explore in case you know of anyone interested in actually getting an education, a 4-year degree in music business, because we pride ourselves at Cal Poly as being one of the only places in Southern California to get an affordable music business degree and to take in the expertise of panelists such as these. So we're going to get started, and Bobby's going to help me out when I get parched and need some water as a moderator. We're going to first start, I guess, with technology, and I